I am definitely white trash. I want to tell y'all what I think is the single most white trash thing about me. This is a 100% true story. So my parents got divorced when I was 7, and I know you're like, yeah, we figured. Can't believe they were married at all. But yeah, they were. They got divorced back then, early 90s, rural Tennessee. Parents get divorced. Mama just kind of got custody by default. That's just how it worked, you know. So my mom got custody of us, but my dad was like, okay, but they're going to live with me, though. And the judge was just like, ain't you got a Camaro to work on or something? Just let her have them, bro. Right, but we lived with my dad, and because we lived with my dad, he didn't pay her any child support, because in his eyes, that was bullshit. And apparently, that was bullshit is not a formally recognized legal defense for not paying child support, right? You can't just plead that's some bullshit, as it turns out. So my dad accumulated all this debt to the state over the course of his life. When he dies years back, I had to reconcile all that, which I didn't know was a thing, but it is in the right circumstances. For example, if you owe money to the state. It's like everything with money works the same way, really. It's like, you know how like if you got a lot of money in the bank will give you more money for having all that money in the bank, but if you ain't got no money in the bank will charge you money for not having no money in the bank, right? It's like everything works that way with money, including inheritance. It's like if you're rich and your parent dies, you're sad, but you got a new lake house or the throne of England or whatever. Like there's upsides to it. You know, but if you're poor and your parent dies, you're poor plus they're poor. And I'm generationally poor, dude. I come from old no money. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do. My friends see this. They become concerned. They're like, damn, man, who you owe money to? I was like, I got to pay his fucking child support, man. They're like, heard that, but I thought you had both your kids. No, not on them, on me. I'm so white trash, I got to pay my own child support. And the worst part is I can't stand this little motherfucker. Always laying around my house, eating up my food, starting fights with my wife, talking shit about me in my own head. He sucks. So I was trying to figure out what I was going to do, and I finally get a call from the state of Tennessee one day. They're being very helpful. They're like, is there anything we can do to help? Like, are there any assets you can liquidate? I was like, what? And they're like, is there any shit you could sell? I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, well, there's the house I grew up in where my Meemaw still lives. And they're like, that's perfect. So what you do is you sell that house, use the proceeds to pay us off, do with the rest as you see fit. And it all kind of clicked for me in that moment. And I was like, so you're telling me that I need to sell the house I grew up in where my Meemaw still lives so I can pay y'all my own child support? And she was like, can we call you back? And I got a call a couple hours later from her manager, and he was like, yeah, listen, don't worry about that. We wiped all that out. We took care of it. And that's the first time in my life that I was like, damn, maybe I am white. I've had to reckon with something recently. That's nothing new for me. I've come from a reckoning people. I love to reckon. But had to reckon with something in particular. I may have been unfair to a certain class of people, you know, over the years, because I've made a lot of fun of, like, conspiracy theorists. How could you be dumb enough to believe some shit like that? It might have been a little hypocritical of me, because it turns out I'm really, really, really into all this alien shit that's been going on. We're living in a golden age of alien shit, y'all. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, congratulations on your stable life and working brain and all that. That's good. Happy for you. But it's a golden age of alien stuff, and I didn't realize there was anything remotely problematic or weird about that. I'd be on Twitter looking for alien shit. I started noticing whenever I saw somebody sharing alien stuff, I clicked that guy's profile. His bio would be like, husband, father, patriot, the earth is flat, release the crack and the truth shall set you free, right? I was like, well, that's weird. Like, I don't know why it can't be reputable journalistic sources for my alien news. I don't know why it's always some fringe lunatic. That's odd. Right? Like, I didn't put it together for an embarrassingly long time. I remember when it finally clicked for me. I was on Twitter looking for alien stuff. I saw this guy going on a big, long video tirade about alien shit, and I was so into it. He was like, yeah, the government don't want the common man to know the truth about this shit. And I was like, that's right, brother, they don't. Keep going. He was like, just like they don't want you to know the truth about the global cabal of vampiric pedophiles harvesting adrenochrome from the blood of the innocent. And I was like, well... I don't think that's exactly the same thing. Because, see, that is clearly some made-up bullshit that no rational adult would ever believe to be true. And this is, oh, no. I'm a fucking wingnut, right? I don't know why I'm so into alien stuff. I think maybe it's a redneck thing. There is some weird chemistry. There's some weird connection with rednecks and aliens. There always has been. If you think about anybody you've ever seen on the news talking about getting abducted and probed, like it's never a heart surgeon, you know? It's always my Uncle Bubbles, man. Every time it's always Randy Quaid from Independence Day. Every time, that's who it is. They only take rednecks, evidently. I mean, really, rednecks should hate these motherfuckers because they've been profiling us like the police profile black dudes for generations. They have goddamn smart-ass alien walks up like, do you know why I abducted you this evening? I don't know, maybe because I'm driving a beat-up Chevy with an Earnhardt sticker. It's fucking bullshit, man. Third time this month, goddamn. But it's okay. I try to find the silver lining in everything, and I tell you what that says to me. That says to me that rednecks evidently have among the sweetest, most choice anuses you can find. Anywhere. Anywhere. Think about it. Think if these little gray bastards could be probing any backside on God's green earth, nay, the cosmos. But they keep coming back for that hillbilly brown eye. What's that tell you? That's brand loyalty, man. There's got to be a reason for that. I'm just saying. So, yeah, next time somebody's like, oh, black guys, oh, they got big dicks. Yeah, well, rednecks got the juiciest buttholes in the Milky Way. What now? My meme, I love that joke. That was Meemaw's favorite joke. Now, but I don't know. It's like maybe it's where I grew up, you know. Maybe it's a rural thing specifically, you know, because it does have a big impact on you growing up in the middle of nowhere. Like, dude, I grew up in rural America in the 90s, and from what I can tell, that's kind of like growing up in regular America in the 70s, you know. Like I hear people who grew up in the 70s talk about it, and they're like, oh, our parents didn't care. We rode on the hood of the car. Like our favorite hobbies was trying to kill each other with darts in the yard and diving into rock quarries and shit. And I'm like, I mean, we had Nickelodeon, but other than that, yeah, same thing. Same thing. Like,